Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds rolling over with the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the
Spammy triangle.
When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Jakeem Grant. And now off to the races down the right side. He will take this all the way. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First possession resulted in a punt. What does Mr. Davis predict for possession number 2?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they've had down on their play sheet, because most teams start with that script, that so-called script, about things they want to do. Some of those plays are used to probe, and some of those plays are used to attack. I think they're going to try to attack on this possession.
All right, let's see what happens. Will they attack? Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 20. A big play there on the option. 47 yards. So the fullback, the beef, normally the lead blocker, shows that he can run it a long ways as well.
And he does have an ability to run away from people, but you and I both know he'd rather run through people when he carries the ball.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be in.
First read that you have, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have retaken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Play brings up 3rd down.
On play action, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return comes Cobb. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They begin the drive with Williams. He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
A give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
43-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
On the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, 28 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's Tua. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Tua. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly. Executed crossing route. On 1st down, here's Breida. He's to the 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
24 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game.
For the extra point.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now, and no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and this one will be brought back to the 22. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll move the chains.
It's the end of the first quarter with the score Texans 19, Dolphins 14.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's got this down to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Mike, 55, check, 55, Mike.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Watson operating from the gun. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Akins out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A gain of 13.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. To give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans push further out in front. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 26, Dolphins 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Now it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Eluding the pressure right. To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On the ground, this is Williams. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
1st and goal at the
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Breida on a toss left. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now it's Breida. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Breida, the ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Sanders on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Texans 33, Dolphins 21. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Cobb on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and run with their fullback. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The Texans on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in his first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flushed out right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So first and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Watson. Caught left side by Cobb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Watson on third down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Brought in over the middle by Graham. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
21 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep over the middle and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Dolphin first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Their own 27.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you give yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
At the 29-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
First down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua finding Gesicki there for the Dolphin first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, here's Tua. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Gaskin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for some momentum back.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tua now on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now Jordan Howard slow to get to his feet, so they will stop play here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that to a hit, and the ball is out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride is kicked in. Made a terrific play.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that was a good collision right there, and I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did, so you got to steel yourself at that point.
And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Christian Wilkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded at the 33. So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. This is Gaskin on the carry. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Now, 4th down.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st down, it's Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Faking the give, now Watson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now he's going to use his legs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, and that leaves him just. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have once again taken. Two-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Watson, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
44, Dolphins 37.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Ross Blacklock, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. For the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. Devontae Parker, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 84 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is
and this one through the uprights and good.
The game. Jason Sanders to kick.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Watson off play action. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Pass complete from Watson to Akins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
A give, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. You call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 1.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the
operating from the gun. Watson being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Another run with Gaskin. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Cobb to return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 32-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
A give to the fullback on the dive. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Gain of 4.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Watch the run. Slam. At 24. 56.
On the give, this is their fullback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a carry here for their fullback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
To throw is Tua. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And this one's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
3rd down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Tonight's final.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
yeah,
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Texans, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.